know nothing about what a working class citizen does. Come down here. Come down here and start trying to pay your medical insurance. Come down here and walk into Costco to try to feed your family. You need to take your head out of Trump's ass and start doing your representation of us.
That was a constituent of Republican Congressman Mark Alford of Missouri. Now, Alford represents a deep red part of the state that voted about 70 to 28% for Donald Trump last year, and they are pissed.
Well, that was a very clarifying conversation.
Sounds like something Michael Steele would say.
Yeah, that's exactly.
He said, you better go down to Costco.
Just go down to Costco.
That's right. People are hurting.
Look, I think the core message is basically that part where he says you need to take your head where it don't belong and put it where the people are. That's you represent us. Why are you doing his bidding? You represent us. Why are you paying attention to what he wants? And we come to town halls and you barely want to, even pretend like you represent us. You're just trying to do the talking points. That's what you're hearing over and over around the country. And going back to the conversation we just had with Congressman Mervan, I got a lot of the policy and stuff he was saying, but that connection with people is the real deal. That's what people are looking for, and that still is a tripwire for a lot of politicians out there, Democrat and Republican.
Right. Why are we going in this gerrymandering direction, right? It's because they want to pick their own voters. Yeah. They want to deal with less people like that, and the polling backs it up. I mean, the Trump is cratering with independent voters right now. The voters that put him over the top in the last election are walking away. They do not like what they see. It's constant chaos. The economy is contracting. It is not. They hate seeing masked men on the streets taking people away in unmarked vans. So you're seeing independent voters flee. I'll be very curious is at what point do these elected members jump off the ship? And, I covered the House of Representatives for 8 years, and it takes a lot from them on the Republican side to break the fever. They are experts at circling the wagons. Mm-hmm. They take on the incoming, and they believe in their plan and what they're capable of pulling off. And the question becomes is, do they ever stand up? Because they could stop this if they wanted to, and every single time they do not. And a lot of them have gotten rich off of saying, oh, I could and I might, but they never do.
It's such a great point. Here's some more sound from that town hall. And you know what? Shout out to the congressman for doing it, because we're getting a pulse on the temperature of the people. Take a listen.
You had talked about red states having the crime issue. Yes, Missouri is a red state.
But that's not what Trump's
The problem is the blue cities. I do not think that we should be sending National Guard into other cities.
So
unless the governor...
We're going to watch you vote. We're going to watch your vote.
Did you hear the woman in that clip?
Yeah,
we are going to watch your vote. Because to Luke's point, sure, there are all these headlines today about how Congressman Alford signaled like breaks with Trump. I heard him saying things in a town hall when faced with his constituents, and I have not seen him talking about how he is not going to vote for extending the military occupation of Washington, D.C. when Congress gets back in September.
I can tell you how he's going to vote. We know how he's going to vote. We're going to pretend this man is not going to vote to continue that invasion into D.C.? Of course he is. He's not going to stand there in front of his constituents and say that. That's why it was important for that woman to say, we're going to watch your vote. But you know what? He don't care what she's watching. He don't care what she's watching, because by the time you get the wraparound of that moment, by the time he has another town hall, which won't be anytime soon the rest of this year,
you know what? I don't know if the Democrats got a candidate in that district, but if not, they better field one.